Ever been to a great party and somehow you found yourself in the kitchen having an amazing conversation? Happens to me all the time. What if we could capture those moments or have more of them? So I called a couple of my friends to help me cook up some conversations in the kitchen. Welcome to Kitchen Talk. Y'all came back.
Yep.
Welcome to Kitchen Talk.
Back in the building.
Back in the building.
And you cook too. We ready. This looks so good. That's why we back.
I know that's.
Wow.
That's why I know. That's why you come and serve food. I get that.
The conversations. We've cooked up some great conversations. So yeah, I gotta come back for that.
I cooked some good rice. I appreciate that. You know, it's nice when you're appreciated for your cooking.
Yeah.
But we got conversations that cook now.
Yeah, and they've been cooking off the scene too. I mean, I've had conversations about our conversations. So how about that? Yes.
Okay, so hey, it's out there.
Definitely.
We gotta shout out our social media platforms too at some point.
We do, because that conversation after the conversation, I think is another piece that we got to get into. But anyways,
I love it. Well, I'm a talker, so this works for me. What I want to talk about today is success. So by definition, success is the accomplishment of an aim or purpose.
Okay.
But I think that might be just like a little too small.
No, Webster.
I'm saying like I wanted to cook. So I cooked. Right. That's an accomplishment, and evidently it was.
You were the way JT eating over here is very successful.
Good.
That was successful. Okay, check.
I'm trying to tell y'all right now. Sit around this minute, eat this right.
And then he done bought out his
Bernie Mac.
Bernie Mac.
Yeah.
Oh man,
okay.
You know what's
so
good.
That was good.
Right.
That was good. So what I want us to look at is how do you define it? Like JT, how do you define success for yourself?
Oh man, I define success for myself as not just everything being monetary, but and financially, but just if I could wake up every day and accomplish something that I set out to do, that day has been successful. And if I can keep going and keep going and keep going, that month is successful. I want to make sure the year is successful. And when I'm gone and everything is, when I'm dead and gone or whatever, I want to be able to leave something behind that has allowed my family and everybody else to be successful. Even though I want y'all to go out and work and do y'all add on to stuff. Don't just sit there and be like, yeah, granddaddy left us a lot of money, we're rich and everything else.
But why not?
But continue to build on it. That's what you said.
Yeah, continue to build on stuff.
I gotta say, you was really country with that. When I'm good and gone. Not when I'm
dead and gone.
When I'm dead and gone. Oh, I love it.
That's them Polk County and Monticello, Wassissa roots that I got.
Friends, what about you?
Well, this is what I do for a living. So success, I love the definition. But I do think that success is what you achieve. What's your purpose? If my purpose is to cook a great meal and I did that, then I'm successful. Achieving the mark to me is what success is. If I don't achieve the mark, then I have sinned. And when my mentor brought that up to me, I said, oh, that's deep. Because sinning is not achieving the mark. And if I'm not,
really?
Yes. Oh, we got to let me take out the Bible for y'all today. So sin is when you don't achieve what you set out to achieve. So most people, I sin. Yeah, you sin because you didn't do what you were called to do. You didn't reach that goal. You made a mistake. You dropped the ball. And it's okay to be wrong. As I tell my students, one of my favorite quotes, it's okay to be wrong. It's not okay to stay wrong.
Stay wrong. Okay.
And sinning is, I missed the mark. But some people, they stay missing the mark. They don't want to hit the target. Success is when you hit that target, you hit that bullseye, and you reach that goal. My company is based off of, it's called the W Initiative.
Right.
And French, W means double V, which means translated double V. So essentially, I help people achieve their personal victories as well as their professional victories. And that is success to
double
me.
V.
Double V gives you the win. So in winning and understanding that balance of winning, understanding that balance of victory, you know, I could be great at the house and we have a great home life, but when I go to work, I can't stand it, I don't like it, it's gonna start to affect home.
Right.
And vice versa. When I go to work, we having a ball. I'm making good money, I'm, you know, making the networks and everything is going well, but when I come home, I hate it. We're going to have a problem. It's going to suffer in my work life. So understanding that balance and understanding that success is achieving that goal. So what is my goal? To have a great life. What does that consist of? Good social life,
Right.
good family life, good personal life, good professional life. All right, let me take good out and start putting great. Living a great life and achieving those, I like what you said, some simple goals, and they'll start to multiply into those greater goals. To me, that's success.
So achieving the day by day. So you set a goal for that day and achieve that goal. So that day is successful. So is that the overall picture of your success?
No, I mean I just.
But the little steps.
This the little steps.
So you saying the little steps get you to the big steps, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
As long as it's about being consistent.
Okay.
You know, you can. I mean, you can go like, okay, say a person working out.
Right.
Yeah, you can January the 1st, like everybody does.
Right.
Y'all know y'all do that. People at home, y'all know y'all do. You set your little.
Did you do that?
We ain't talking about me though. We ain't talking about me though.
That did kind of sound
Talking about
like
life.
experience.
Yeah. I will be it. I'm gonna do my 50 push-ups.
Yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna do 3. 3.
Like from the fifth floor.
Yeah,
Right.
on the fifth floor. But what was I saying again?
No.
But nah, man.
I love
yeah, you have to be consistent with everything. It's like when a person starts working out.
Right.
Yeah, you could, say you set a month, say you set a goal for like a few weeks.
Right.
Yeah, that's gonna start you on your way and get you where you want to go. And yeah, you're gonna feel your little pump or whatever. You know, a muscle's gonna tighten up a little bit. All right, and then you stop.
Okay.
What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen after that? You're gonna digress.
That's correct.
And
That's
everything gonna go right back, and you're gonna be like, man, what happened? This, you didn't keep going.
Right.
You just stopped.
And I think it just makes it harder for you to get back.
Exactly.
But like I said, you know, it's okay to be wrong. It's not okay to stay wrong. So yeah, I missed a day or two. You know what? It happens.
Let me get back on.
Let me get back on it. And you know, I got back on it, and I messed up again. Let me get back on it.
How do you define success when you have like that larger picture though? When you have, like you say, oh, the home life is great, oh, this is great, oh, that is great. So you set this picture, so to speak, of what you want your life to be like.
Right.
So what does that look like? How do you measure that?
I don't think it's measured. I think it's how do you get to that point.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things I share is you got to know your destination.
Mm-hmm.
Some people don't even have that picture, which is why they're not successful.
Mm.
I don't even know what success looks like. I don't know what my goal is going to be, what my dream is going to be. They just know that they want to be successful. But what is success? So you become a famous movie star, and you get there and you realize, it's not what I want to do.
That's what I want to do. I'm not gonna lie. That's what I want to do.
You know.
But I'd like not to cut you off, but
You
know.
did, but that's all right.
I'm sorry. Not sorry. But
I love it.
you know, when it comes to that, and granted, I do become a movie star or just a working actor, I would love to just be able to reach back.
Right.
Give some help to somebody
Well,
else.
that's part of your success.
It's part of my success.
Right. But see, most people can't, they don't even see the success. So how could you reach success if you don't even have a vision of what that is?
What it looks like.
So again, having that goal. What is that vision? And once I know what it is, what do I need to do in order to strategically get to that point?
So you just said something, whether I become a movie star or just a working actor. So it's just a working actor
Exactly.
enough success for you?
Yeah,
Is
because
that successful?
I mean, I think everybody wants the glitz and the glam, and they want to be rich and everything. And granted, I remember being somebody that said, I don't want to be all famous because you want to be able to walk around and go to Walmart and all that type of stuff. But when you get to a certain level, you can't. And then somebody said to me one day, but if God takes you there,
Right.
how could you deny it?
Well, you know what? That is part of the process.
Mm.
So you can't say, I want to be this, but don't want that.
Yeah.
Because to be that, you have to get this.
Yeah.
There's no way around it.
Exactly.
The exposure that you get, the people that you're going to meet, is going to set you up where you may not be able to go to, just like Oprah. I can't go to,
No, Oprah can't go to Walmart.
to Walmart.
Hello.
I know,
Walmart will
I
be
know.
what? Shut down.
I don't know if she would go to Walmart. She'd probably go to Target, but that's another story.
Yeah.
Either
But
way.
Right.
it's like
It's
Obama
closing.
saying, "Hey, I want to go to Target." She has, but I know that's
It
not going to be
closes, I'm sure.
a regular thing because they just want to know. But it's part of the process. You're going to have that included, so you can't. Again, that's why it's important to have that picture, to know what it looks like, so that you can get to that destination. To me, that is success.
That is success.
Not reaching it, that's a sin. And that's the biggest sin you can commit because you were here for a purpose and not achieving that purpose, whether it's daily, monthly, weekly, yearly, that's a sin.
Okay, I get that.
Yeah.
I get
So
that.
what is your definition? We got all in
I
all
know,
vegetable
I
juice
know.
over here. What's your
Webster and stuff?
Right.
Definition
But
of
that's what,
dictionary.
that's what Webster said, or whoever that is on the iPad said that's what success was. I don't know. I guess for me it has levels.
Okay.
So success to me, I guess on my deepest or not my shallowest level is just being able to function day to day.
Okay.
Being able to do what I want to do or what I like to do, and even sometimes some of the stuff I don't necessarily want to do, but having the ability to do it.
Right.
So that's my waking up in the morning
Right.
and getting started. Being able to put a smile on my face no
Right.
matter what's going on in my mind, in my body, in my world.
Right.
So to me, that's a form of success. So I get that. On another level, I want to be able to do whatever I want to do.
Oh man, yeah.
I want to be able to be whoever I want to be. And I'm not saying that once I am, that's all.
Right.
Like today, if I want to be a mother, or if I want to be a wife, or if I want to be a teacher, or if I don't want to be in a box saying, okay, all you are is a teacher and that's just what you're going to do. I want to be able to be and do whatever. To me, that would be like my ultimate success, is that I wake up in the morning and say, all right, today I'm going to go and teach some kids some theater stuff.
But you know
and
what?
be able to do that.
Then you're successful.
Right, that's my
Because
picture.
you're doing it right now.
Well, I am.
It's
teaching, that's true.
you doing what you want to do.
Right.
But see, you know what it is.
Right. But
Imagine
now
if
my
people don't.
ultimate level,
Okay, now we're going to a different picture.
Some Oprah type stuff, huh?
I want the Oprah effect.
Okay.
So I want to be able to, when Lisa say hire JT, it's like, okay,
It's done.
it's done.
I don't know. I like that we have benchmarks like a Oprah or like a Obama or even like give me a famous comedian,
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
I like that barometer, but I do think that we should be thinking beyond that.
Okay.
Like that's where they are. My bar is higher than
Higher
that.
than that. Okay.
So I have students who run, Mr. Muzz, I want to be just like you. I want to,
Be
do
better
things.
than me.
And I say that all the time. Be better than me.
Better than me.
Which is what my father told me.
Right.
Hey, I did my thing and I'm doing well, but you know what? You're here. Your purpose here is to be better than me because
Okay,
I was
you gotta
better
hold
than.
that thought for 1 second.
Oh,
You just gonna cut him off like that? He was getting deep.
It's what I do.
hello.
Like, I told y'all she was bossy.
Whatever. Hold
Here we
on,
go.
I'll be right back.
Here you go.
You've messed up your son's haircut.
Mom?
Do you A, try to fix it,
Like it never happened.
B, work with what you got, or C, show solidarity?
Thank you, baby.
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
So, did you lose your train of thought while he was calling me bossy?
I did,
Okay.
but I did.
So, Michelle Obama, our wonderful first lady, I love her. And I'm trying to remember the quote, and I know I don't remember it verbatim, but she said, "Success is not measured by the amount of money you have, but by the number of people you help." So, can I just be just like just a tad bit like, okay, I'm gonna help some people, but can I want the money too?
Well, I think that comes with it though. That's part of what I do too. The more people I help, the more I would be influenced. So think about her. Think about Oprah. She's helping a lot of people, and in the essence of helping people, she's getting paid. At the end of the day, she's getting influenced. She's getting paid. Think about some of these pastors. Bishop T.D.
Jakes.
He's helping people, and because he's helping people, he's making money from that too.
So he making money from the helping of people?
Yes, he is. By him doing his job, which is to help people achieve their victories
Okay.
and overcome their challenges.
Okay.
He's
But
making
what
a
if that's
profit.
not necessarily your business of helping people?
I think it's in everybody's business.
Is it?
And somewhere or another, you're going to end up helping people.
I'm saying that's not your money making business.
I think it comes back to you in some type of way. And it may not be a great financial piece. And I even think with Michelle, it was not a financial outlook. It was more of a, this is what I'm going to do. This is what makes me feel successful.
But is it something that rich people say? Like people who have money that might not have necessarily money worries or cares or whatever. They're not paycheck to paycheck. You know what I mean?
Right.
So the
Yes.
person that's living paycheck to paycheck, they might be concerned about people, but they're trying to come up too.
And they're not going to come up as much as they think they're going to come up because they're not helping people.
But how
You
you
trying to
help
keep-
people without it?
There's no way. I can't see of a way. Think of any successful person and look at what they have done. There's no way they have made it without helping somebody else.
So were they successful before they started helping, or were they successful? I mean,
After.
after.
And to me, it's,
Wait, was it success before or after?
it's both because it's success continuously. There's nobody who's successful who just says, I'm going to stop. The reason they'll stop is because they probably stopped helping people and they started getting into the love of the experience of success, the fame, the glitz, the glory.
So is it wrong to want the money?
No, I don't think it is. But I think it's like Peter Parker. With great powers comes great responsibility. And you have to
Is
understand
that the Spider-Man?
that's
character?
Spider-Man.
Okay.
Yes.
Y'all need
So you
comics.
got to get into
Yeah.
it. We went from Wakanda to Spider-Man.
Spider-Man and everything
Spider-Man.
else.
So, you know, with that power of I have this, you know, resource, I have this ability now, I should be able to share that. And because I'm sharing that, I'm growing too.
Okay, no, I get that. I get once you become successful. I'm saying on the road too.
Yes.
Are you helping people on the road too?
Jim Rohn, one of my favorite motivational speakers, his road to success was just that. He helped people along the way. I'm thinking of some of these other great motivational speakers who, the way they got to the point they are at now, at this level of, you know, influence and power, is because they help people along the way. There's no way they would have made it without helping those people. Think of Barack Obama. So I want to just keep it close to our heart.
Very true.
Yeah, he was successful, you know, on a grassroots level in Chicago, but because the more and more people he helped, the more and more people he influenced, the more and more help he got, brought him to where he's at today. And now today he can still help more people. So there's no way you can make it without helping somebody else. I think the greater you get, the more you're gonna get.
The more you help.
And that's
The
why
more you help.
I hope that Chadwick Boseman reaches back and helps somebody too. Because I don't know if y'all saw the interview. This dude actually said that he didn't know at the time, but Denzel Washington paid for him to go
I
to
saw that.
Oxford
Right.
to do this acting course or whatnot.
Mhm.
He didn't even know it. He was taking a class with Felicia Rashad, and he was like, I don't have money to go to Oxford to go over there. And Felicia Rashad reached out to a few of her friends, and Denzel Washington.
Oh, she was the instructor?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It was her class.
When you said a class with, I was like, that's what.
You know what I mean?
I was just clarifying for me.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
But he actually got a chance to meet Denzel Washington, and he said something to him, and he told him, like, man, you helped me go to school, you paid for me to go to Oxford, and he was like, oh, okay, that's why I mean you owe me some money,
Right.
yeah. So,
But I think his piece would be you owe somebody else to
Yeah.
give it back.
yeah,
Again, that is
That's
success.
Mhm.
So Denzel said it too. You know, yeah, I got the cars and I got the house and I carry my money with me and I'm good. But where I really feel good is when I help somebody like that
So
to get to
it's
where they
almost a
achieve
state
it.
of being.
I think it is living. When we live and help each other, again, when we don't sin, is when we sin is when we don't help each other. Because that's what we're here to do. We're here to help and we're here to provide and we're here to push each other up. We sin when we do all these other things. When we bring down, instead of making it a positive, it's a negative.
Y'all hear that, black people?
Hey.
Did you hear what he said? Stop bringing everybody down.
Right.
Stop being crabs in a barrel. Let's help each other.
But you know what? It's
I
not
was
just
just
black
saying-
people.
No,
Huh?
right.
It's cross culture.
Yeah, I know.
It's cross culture,
Yeah.
and when we start to think of how great we can be, so we were just talking about a personal level.
Right.
Think about it from a cultural level.
Right.
What is success?
Or just human. I mean,
On
if
a
one
human
human
level.
help another human.
Right. How much of a difference you can make? So you singing that Michael
Like
Jackson?
we are the
But you know what? It may not be the "we are the world" piece. It may be something as small as "I let you sleep on my couch."
Right.
I'll pay for your college tuition.
Right.
Or something as small as, you
That's
know
kinda
what?
big right there, though. That's,
I'm gonna pay for you to go watch this movie.
yeah.
Because in this movie you may find you.
Right.
And because you find you found your picture, you found your goal, you will be successful.
I think about it sometimes, just trying to gauge the small successes,
Right.
or and what that looks like. So for me, writer, director, producer, all of these things that I consider myself.
Right.
But now with a TV show on TV,
Right.
and even though it's local, I'm like, okay, that is a
Well,
success.
it is
that
global
should be.
because we live in a
So-
global society with internet.
But
and
you
all that
understand
stuff.
what I'm
I
saying.
understand.
It's not a nationally syndicated or
Right.
a national show or whatever.
But it will be.
But it's right.
Can be.
Hey, vibe on that. Vibe
But
on
you know
that.
what? Even in that, our conversations, you don't know who might hear this
Right.
very conversation
Right.
and say, you know what? I need to find me.
Right.
I need to find my goal. I
Right.
need to find my destiny.
Right.
And I need to live it and be bold about it and go out and do it.
Right.
So, we can't discount those little
Right.
moments.
Right.
I call them aha moments. That aha moment,
Like Oprah.
oh, she does
I
that
love
too?
her. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I
like-
I don't watch no
Yeah,
too much.
yeah.
Or like the little white man on Coming to America.
I love it. Yeah, how did I get that and I missed the Oprah one?
Yeah, you get stuff for one.
Oh,
But
man.
true though, I think even, and I said that to say, just for my own self, in talking and with other folks and talking with the youth or whatever, is that maybe we just shouldn't look at it so big and broad, but go by what the definition says, an aim
Right.
or a purpose. So it might not be the big,
No, I think it is. I think it's
but
both.
you gotta celebrate
Every piece of
getting
the way.
there.
Right.
Yeah.
So
And not, okay, well, yeah, I got the TV show but it's just local. You know what I'm saying? But
Yes.
I have a TV show.
Yes.
Yeah.
What I don't want us to do is to minimize it.
Right.
Not the small or the large.
Right.
You know, sometimes we minimize the large. Oh, I made it. I'm doing. No, you need to be there. You need to be at the president of the university, president of whatever country, so that you can help other people too. And you might need to be way at the bottom. I'm the janitor, and I'm cleaning up these classrooms because great minds are coming in here to learn and to grow. And one day they may be in the position. So to me, we can't minimize the goal, whether it's large or small. We just need to maximize and apply.
So, do you reach a cap? Like, do you reach a point where, okay, I'm successful, I'm done, that's it?
Nah, you don't.
So, JT, tell me why we don't, and then I'm gonna tell you a great story. Why we don't?
Because you just don't. I don't ever feel like I should stop helping. I don't ever feel like we should just give up or being. If you're gonna help people, continue to help people. Don't get to a certain point like, you know what? I'm
done.
tired of y'all.
No, not the helping. Not the helping.
She means
I'm
more
saying
success.
Do we get to, okay, I'm successful.
Right.
And that's it.
You reached your goal.
I reached my goal.
Right.
Is there another goal or am I just done?
Well, Nelson Mandela said, once I have reached the top of one mountain, I found that there were many more mountains to climb. And to me, that is part of success. You think you made it. And then once you get there, you realize, ooh, there's so much more for me to do. Or, ooh, there's so many more people I can help. Ooh, here's another achievement that I can achieve. So I think that's part of the human experience.
But can that be disheartening a little bit or discouraging?
No, because you gotta reach that mountain. Two, it's what makes us human.
Okay.
So a tree, which is the next thing I was going to tell you, a tree can only grow so high. Everything in this planet has a cap. Grass can only grow so high. We can only build so high. The human experience has no limits. You can continue to grow as far as you want and be whatever you want.
Yeah.
We literally the only creatures in this world who have that capacity to do and to go beyond what we were placed here to do. If we want to fly, we can fly. We want to go to Mars, we can go to Mars, which is what we've proven. We want to build a building, we building 20 buildings. We want to travel the ocean, we're going to travel the ocean. We are
just
the
not
only.
Titanic.
Oh, you're killing me.
I believe.
Okay. Oh. But that might be, what I was gonna say, when we feel invincible.
We are.
I'm saying the Titanic
Yeah.
is a good example of, okay, I'm successful. I built this ship. It won't nothing happen to it.
Right.
So you hit an iceberg.
Now that's a great example. That I think that again, knowing that we do have limits, knowing that we not that we have limits, but that in that process something can happen. So we need to be leery of it.
Okay.
Be prepared. And be ready for it.
Right.
So a part of us growing is knowing that they could be better. Like when they built the Titanic, they said this is the last great ship.
Right.
That there's nothing greater.
Right.
But that's contrary to the human experience.
Right.
Because in a year later, we got a better ship. So it's like these cars that are being built. I just bought a truck. A year later, there's a better truck. 2 years later, my truck is already outdated. Because they're always building better. So as a human, we are in that same every day.
We grow.
Now,
when you stop growing,
that's when you sin.
you die.
And that's when you die.
Huh?
I don't like that. Why y'all gotta put die in this?
That's correct.
I mean,
You
if
die.
it's not growing,
You die. But you can't be born again. Hey, when you take up a new vision, and you said, I'm going to move forward.
Okay.
Achieve that goal. You see that? That's Sunday morning.
Oh, yeah, we need
Don't let me
organ and
start.
everything.
Right.
All right, so I'm going to go and get the collection plate so we can pass it.
I got
Please. What you got?
I can put
Right, so I got, y'all going to join me again?
We will.
Kitchen Talk
Cooking up conversation.
Conversations.
Yeah.
That cook.
Cook.
Yes.
That after talk gonna be
Wonderful.
real. Yes.